Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and I said last night I wasn't going to make any more of those pistol grips, but somebody that does pistol grips sent me this pattern, and it's pretty cool. So I thought I'd share it, and I've already kind of made mine. It's not exactly the same, and she's also I had to change a bunch of settings when I brought this in because they're basically a printer on t-shirts. But I'm just going to take the polygon tool and make it a four-sided polygon and not hold down the control button. And you can see right there they draw in a off color. And we're going to take that and go up to object and convert it to a curve, and then take the shape tool and you can see the shapes. I'm going to go ahead and delete these extra nodes that we do not need. And then I'm going to open up the Windows Dockers corners, and I'm going to select all the corners, and I'm going to put a radius on them of a half or 1.1. Just give it a little bit of a curve. Do it like they have on there. Now, here's kind of the trick. If we make this a little smaller, if you contour to the outside or to the inside, you're not going to get those turns or those curves. So let's contour to the outside this time and see what happens. Okay, I need to go to outside, and you get those turns curves. Now that's too much, so let's go 0.3. Now if we go to the inside, we're not going to get those curves like you would, and I don't really like that either. Let's go 0.2. And then you kind of get that same curve. Now I'm going to show you if we would have taken this, well, I'm going to have to break it apart, go up to object, have to select it all, go up to object and break the contour apart. If we would have started with this and made it our original size and then contoured to the inside at 0.2, we get straight curves. We don't get those rounded curves even when you're set on rounded corners. So there's something to think about. So if you're happy with that, right now I would leave it as a hairline. We're going to group it together. I'm going to show you a little trick because I like working with things that are level or flat. So let's Control G and group this together. Let's take our parallel dimension tool, get the angular dimension tool, and go from about that edge and hold down your control button, and then go toward, well, I clicked before I should have. Hold down the control button so it's perpendicular, and click right there, and we're close enough. We're 27.77 degrees. So if we take this and rotate it 27.77 degrees, now this side is kind of on a right angle. As you can see, we're a little bit off, but that's for the video, that's good enough. Because here, I like doing stuff like this because I like working. Instead of working like that, you can work like this. So let's go up to Edit, Step and Repeat, and let's change this to no offset. And let's change this to spacing between objects. Let's go a quarter. And let's select it. Now we can turn them back into a non-hairline at any time. Well, that didn't work. Spacing. Let's just go to offset. Oh, I got this still. No, I got this set. I need to put no offset. Okay, that's not enough. Spacing between objects. So we're going to get a 1/4 inch spacing between them. Now we can grab all these and change this to none and go here and set offset, and we can just try 3 inches and see what happens. It's too much, so we can try a 1 inch. Not enough, so let's go with 2. There's probably a mathematical equation for this, but as long as they're kind of equally spaced apart is what you want. The distance between here and here and here and here is not really the same. So let's go 2.25. That's wrong. So let's go 1.75. That looks pretty good. And then you can just take these, select them all, and go your outline to whatever your outline wants to be on the graphic. And of course, change this to, well, we're going to go with palette. Up too much. That looks pretty good. Now what we can do, if you remember what degree, let's group this together and let's rotate it backwards 27.77 degrees. And now you're going up and down with these diamonds. I would still play around with this, but that's pretty good. And of course, I didn't make it big enough to do a gun or a grip, but see how they've got their lined up. And, you know, if you look, these are kind of, well, they're not, but it just all depends on how you want it to look. Anyway, hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.